Hello everyone, I am back for another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video in which I take on the Dragon Ball Saga Ultimate Red Zone Stage 6 versus Demon King Piccolo, and the missions to clear the stage and clear it with at least 4 youth characters on the team. So, I am absolutely ready to start clobbering, especially with the new AGL Goku. So if you do end up enjoying this video, then please consider liking, and if you have not done so already, please consider subscribing and turning on the notification bell so you can stay up to date with all of my latest videos. Alright. Definitely good that I got all of those key spears. Definitely very decent defense right there that he has in slot 1. So let's see how well he handles himself. Yeah, he takes double digits. Nice. This is nice. Oh, this is the first time I'm really getting to test him after his easy A, which still definitely feels unreal to me that he has an easy A to begin with, but it is what it is. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy, y'all. Yep, he takes double digits from that super attack as well, and my characters are going to start building up to absolutely conquer and take down the Demon King Piccolo. I'm definitely glad that we have an original Dragon Ball Saga Red Zone. Definitely think the series is majorly underrepresented, y'all. I definitely think it's majorly, heavily underrepresented, and definitely, absolutely deserved it. I am also glad that Dragon Ball Legends followed suit of Dokkan Battle after they finished up their Dragon Ball Saga campaign with starting with their own, probably because they have announced a mercenary Tao, a cyborg Tao free-to-play character. So that's definitely very awesome. That's definitely awesome stuff right there. Okay, so definitely going to be able to absolutely cook with the fusions, and the game plan is to go as fast as possible to get the most out of the fusion characters, because I don't want them to really lag behind. I want to be able to just transform and wrap up here as cleanly and as quickly as I possibly can. And this first phase is absolutely going down as I see Gohan on that next rotation, y'all. I see Gohan on that next rotation, y'all. You've definitely got some good buffs with the Gohan, the Goku, and the Easy A Goku. So I think that's awesome for the category itself. And yep, he is done. He is finished off. Onto the next phase right here, where I am seeing an attack all. Definitely not something that I really want to see here. Is he reducing my ki? He's reducing my ki, isn't he? That's really not good. Oh, thank goodness, I can barely get a super attack around these parts. Like, what? That's kind of crazy, y'all. That's kind of crazy. That is crazy. Yeah, he's going to be doing that attack all. Ooh. Thankfully, I managed to take double digits from it. Absolutely fantastic. Gohan takes a little bit of damage from the super attack, but still living, still absolutely fine, still absolutely cooking as I launch a counterattack of my own. And yeah, that minus key stuff is going to be pretty tough for me to deal with. But hey, I should be able to conquer it regardless, as Goku is actually doing some pretty good damage. For sure, he is actually pushing out some pretty good numbers. I will have to say that. I will have to say he's doing some pretty good damage, but the key reduction is definitely limiting the amount of damage that I am able to do by a significant margin. Yeah, it took a lot. It took like I think 9 orbs to get Goku that super attack. Like that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. I can definitely feel the massive key reduction there. You know, definitely boss doesn't feel like it's playing around that much. And yeah, definitely might have to take advantage of this Vegeta state, although I do not want to crack the Potara yet. I don't think I want to do that. I want the fusion. You know, it's not necessarily that's, I think, the one thing about this unit, definitely a product of the source material, though, is the cracking of the Potara active skill isn't like nearly as useful as the Veku active skill, when it's just straight up just says, okay, I'm going to delay your attack for 1 turn, and then on next time I get the, let me see, no, not Super Gogeta. That's really good, don't get me wrong, but we're talking about this. We're talking about this. The unsuccessful fusion, which delays attack for 1 turn, and he gets dodge for 3, so that's crazy. That's honestly crazy. That is just wild. So, that key 3 is gonna help definitely a lot, but let's go ahead and launch these. I'm gonna go ahead and launch this active. Yeah, this is tough. This is tough. That key reduction is no joke, yo. It's definitely really hampering the amount of damage I'm able to do, so that might leave me in a vulnerable position when I'm not able to launch characters that need to, you know, get super attacks to be particularly effective here. So that might be something to consider, but I'm going to go ahead and really just try my best to absolutely just cook this boss up, y'all. Hopefully, if he does super attack within this turn, it is at Gotenks, since he's definitely the most equipped and ready to handle such an attack. I don't believe that the Vegeta is going to take anything too much here, along with the Gotenks. Yeah, he takes double digits. If Vegeta takes double digits, he might take a little bit. No, he just still take double digits. Okay, thank goodness. He eats that super attack for double digits and gives us the counter animation. Yeah, he counters the super attack. Very, very nice work from him as well. So you absolutely love to see it. You absolutely love to see it. And then, yep. Absolute additional super attack machine. You absolutely love to see it. His kit is definitely worded in an interesting way, for sure. Yeah, no. He has the chance to proc guaranteed. He has a low chance to proc guaranteed dodge, and he has, I think, like a 55% chance to proc guaranteed crit. It's definitely an interesting way that his passive is worded. I do believe that is how it works, because, you know, just dodging all 3 of those attacks. That's not how 22% chance to dodge works. That's how the other type works, where it's just let me pull them up. The 22% of evading an enemy's attack within the turn when attacking with solo mode key. That's not 22% of dodge. That's 22% of getting the full evasion effect, and 55% performing a critical hit within the turn, and that's on every super attack. So definitely good to build him in such a sense that do I just pop this with... I think I definitely do this. receiving an attack with great chance of evading enemy's attack. So I think we do this and then just absolutely cook here, no? Like I just absolutely just get this going, gets that damage reduction supports, and then just keep on dodging here. Hopefully I can get him to be able to dodge all these attacks. Goku is a dodging machine, y'all. He is a dodging machine. Definitely appreciate that defensive side, because I definitely did not want to use the Veku, although it is useful in certain situations. I wanted to be able to have the chance to pop and use the fusion mechanic later on in this fight. So now we are here. We are at the stage where we face off against the Demon Lord himself, Piccolo. So he does do some things. He gets that lock. He locks character switching. And that's definitely going to be interesting. However, I don't think I should have any trouble with that type of mechanic there. And I'm going to go ahead and actually launch the fusion skill. Just get that rolling and then float off the first Vegito here. So when I fuse into the Vegito, when this rotation comes back around, they can fuse into the other Vegito and just absolutely just shred face. So that is going to be how I do it with the current state of how this locking goes. Yup, and then I'm going to get the full heal, and of course I can see that he's going to be launching a super attack in slot 1. Shouldn't be anything of trouble for Vegito, as he has damage reduction and increased defense with the I know he has damage reduction and he gets increased defense with this target skill that he is performing right here. So definitely something to keep in mind. So absolutely, this is the part where I just go ahead and wrap up, really just start cooking here. And yeah, I definitely think definitely could put him in slot 1 to deal more damage, but this is an AGL phase. I am more worried about dealing the most damage to the final phase, where that could be really something that I would have to look out for on the final phase. So I want to pace myself here. I don't think I need to really do anything extra to... Oh my days, that says 30 million. That says 30 freaking million, huh? Okay, yeah, that is quite a bit of damage that the friend is doing. I definitely do want some dupes on the 10th anniversary fusions, because they're cooking even at 55%, y'all. They are absolutely just marauding, just doing absolutely crazy, insane things at even the current level, y'all. It's just insane. It is just wild how much damage they can produce. Look at the boss. He's already down at half health on this phase, and then there's one more phase, and then I should be good to go, good to get on out of here. So I'm going to take 3 more counters. 1, that is 2, bam, and then here is a super attack right here. Should be able to absolutely pump out quite a little bit of damage. He doesn't individually do it. I definitely can tell they balanced this off the fact that he does have counters, so they didn't make his super attack numbers like after transformation crazy, because he has target skill and he has counters. I mean, that can just do insane crazy damage on its own. I don't think that necessarily needs any type of real support on that front. However, this is going to be insane. This is going to be great. Let me just go ahead and pop this active skill just for fun, just to see the animations. But the Gohan's gonna get his finish. He is going to see. We're going to see his KO screen as he just absolutely just wraps up. He is going to wrap this fight up, y'all. Let's just go ahead, get the Gohan active. It's absolutely beautiful. Yep, that's it. That is it. That beats that. And then I'm going to go ahead and get into this final phase where he decides to seal Kid Goku's super attack. Not necessarily a problem for me whatsoever. Let's go ahead and just get the super in and just absolutely cook with this. Oh my gosh. See how much this does? I'm curious. Okay. Not too bad. And just gonna go ahead and get this off. Yep. That is it, y'all. That is it. These fusions. That's just going to be the end of him. That's just going to be the end of him. Yep. Okay. And yeah, that's game. That is just absolutely game, y'all. He could not stand the pressure of Vegito. I am just these 10th anniversary fusions. I don't even need to describe how just ridiculously crazy they're just the most ridiculous units I've ever played with. Like they just feel ridiculously insane. I'm glad they made statues of them too. That's super awesome. And that's it. That is just it. That's wraps for this fight. I do hope y'all enjoyed, but I'll just ride smoothly on out of here. Definitely brought a sledgehammer to this for freaking sure, but it's definitely not catching me like something like Goku Frieza or Bulma or the new fight or relatively recent fights, excuse me, of the Goku and Vegeta story Red Zone. Yeah, those endgame fights were they were interesting. They're definitely very interesting. They're definitely very interesting for sure. I have faced off against the Goku the Goku in the Vegeta story, excuse me, and he's definitely something to be reckoned with for sure, even with using these sledgehammer characters, even with that. Now I finish off with a super attack here, which means that Gotenks has to finish because counters don't technically count as super attacks because you can still launch super attacks. Kabam. Even if you can't launch supers up, you can still get that. And then, yep, Gotenks is going to finish up here, even though, we got the Steel Super. Yeah, no problems. No problems there. With that being said, hopefully y'all enjoyed. And that is the fight. That is the mission clear. I should be able to get most of these missions here. There should be one more challenge laid left in here. But, yep, that is it. That is the no item run for freaking sure. And, yep, that is the stage 6 cleared, along with getting the mission to clear all the stages. And that is the wallpaper and getting the clear with at least 4 youth, and then there is the final mission of getting the clear with 6 Dragon Ball. At least 4, excuse me. It's usually 6, but at least 4 Dragon Ball Seekers on your team. with that being said, hopefully y'all enjoyed, and until next time, bye.